I recently reached a milestone on LinkedIn. I now have over 7,000 followers on the platform. And it made me think about the journey that I've undertaken on LinkedIn and what I have achieved. And I want to share that with you today because I know how difficult it is to start out on social media. When I look back on LinkedIn from the very start, I was someone that had a LinkedIn account like a number of people, but I wasn't using it. I just had it there and I thought that was enough. I would log in and I would just scroll content. But what are you really getting out of scrolling content on LinkedIn? If you're not engaging in the content, whether that is liking, but more importantly, commenting on the content, you're not really gaining any visibility. So I decided to change my approach and I became more intentional because I wanted to get more out of LinkedIn. I didn't want to log in and just scroll content. I wanted to develop a personal brand and see where that would take me. Yes, I have 7,000 followers, but I've gained a lot more from that. I have a clear niche, but I've also had opportunities come from embracing LinkedIn. So my journey on LinkedIn really did start with me being more intentional, but it wasn't just liking and commenting on the platform. It was the biggest hurdle was that of creating content. And it is for a lot of people trying to get over that process that people will judge you for the content that you produce. And what an actual fact happens is when you post that first post on LinkedIn, and the experience that I had was that only one of support. I was so surprised when I did share that first LinkedIn post. And I can tell you this, when I did share it, I closed down my laptop and I hoped for the best. But when I went back in to check on LinkedIn after posting that piece of content, I saw a number of comments and a number of support in the likes against that piece of content. And that piece of content wasn't too complex. I just shared an external article with some of my own thoughts, and that was my first LinkedIn post. So you don't need to overcomplicate it, is very important to understand, but you also need to understand that you are going to get a level of support. But one of the most important things to remember is if you are considering to create content on LinkedIn, is to start small. There's no point in creating content every day if you don't see yourself having the systems or the ability to do that on a regular basis. Because on LinkedIn, consistency is key. When I started creating content on LinkedIn, I would just do one post a week. And I built it up and I created a system. And now I post every day on LinkedIn with the system I have created. I've seen such a big change in the platform and how people are embracing it in the length of time that I've started using LinkedIn. So if you are sitting on the sidelines and wondering whether you should embrace LinkedIn or trying to get over that challenge, start small, create and share an external link just like I did, and give your own thoughts and build on the momentum. Always remember that you will get support on the LinkedIn platform. It's like no other social media platform. Everyone is really supportive on LinkedIn and they all want you to succeed. So start embracing LinkedIn because there's some serious opportunities out there. And a statistic I'm going to leave you with is that only 1 to 2% of users on LinkedIn create content on a regular basis. That is opportunity waiting for you if you are ready to hit post on a piece of content on LinkedIn. There's no other platform with over 1 billion users that has such opportunity awaiting you if you click post on a piece of content on LinkedIn. If you're not already following me on LinkedIn, I share daily LinkedIn insights on the platform. So click follow on my profile, Wally McCarthy, and start getting those daily LinkedIn tips and seizing those opportunities that come with using LinkedIn.